I remember that day like a cruel wound etched into my soul. I was supposed to be strong, but I was shattered, humiliated, broken, cast aside. The day I found out what my neighbor had done to Max, my best friend, was the day my world turned to ash. I rushed into the vent, frantic, desperate, fighting against the cruel reality. But amid my panic, my best friend, Lila, our neighbor's dogger, whispered something that made my blood run cold. She told me how Mr. Grayson had bragged at a barbecue about hurting Max. Laughing, he said how funny it was to see the little mutt suffer while his kids played nearby, innocent and unaware. The words sliced through my chest like a blade, public humiliation I could never unsee. My pain turned into a burning fire, an unquenchable rage fueled by betrayal. Everyone dismissed it as a childish joke, but I knew better. I knew this was evil. I couldn't just let it go. I refused to be humiliated into silence. That day, I made a choice. I would prove I was more than the pain they tried to drown me in. I would gather the truth, every cruel detail, every lie they told, every moment of their twisted cruelty. It wasn't easy. The days turned into weeks of sneaking around, recording, collecting evidence, photos, videos, testimonies. My hands trembled sometimes, but my resolve grew stronger with each step. I knew that exposing Mr. Grayson's true nature wasn't just about Max. This was about justice, about protecting every vulnerable creature from monsters hiding behind masks of civility. And then I acted. I exposed him, his lies, his cruelty before the entire community. I presented the evidence, raw and unfiltered. The shock was immediate. Faces paled, whispers turned into shouts, and the truth shattered the illusion of that perfect neighbor. His steroided reputation crumbled. The community rallied, not just around Max, but around the cause of animal welfare, uniting to stand against cruelty. They ostracized him, no longer welcomed at barbecues, no longer respected. And I felt something I hadn't in years. Power. Not the kind they throw in movies, but a quiet, fierce strength born from resilience. I had turned my pain into a weapon, and in doing so, I reclaimed my voice and Max's dignity. Years later, I returned to that town, no longer the broken girl I once was. I had built a life, successful, fulfilled, and unafraid. I had become an advocate, fighting tirelessly for animals and vulnerable souls. But the most profound victory was standing before those who doubted me, who humiliated me, and knowing I had become unstoppable. I confronted them not with anger, but with quiet, unwavering resolve. I looked into their eyes and saw the shadows of their guilt. They saw I had changed, stronger, wiser, unbreakable. They saw the girl they once mocked, now a woman who had risen from her ashes. That was my revenge, not just exposing cruelty, but transforming pain into purpose. I am no longer the victim. They are the ones who failed. Because I fought back, fiercely, relentlessly, and I won. Max's memory is my legacy, a testament to the fact that even in the darkest moments, true strength is born from defiance. And I will never forget. Cruelty may threaten to break us, but it only fuels the fire that makes us unstoppable.